Welcome to a Golf League Network video tutorial on the #1 general box in your league parameters. In this first box, you will find 9 basic questions to answer in starting the setup of your league. Most of the questions are basic and fairly self-explanatory, but we will now take a moment to go over each one of them. The very first field we come to is for your league name, and at this point you would type in what you would like to call your league. At any time this field can be altered, most especially if you are a renewing league from a previous year and wish to change the name. Note, in the Golf League Network, the year will automatically appear in the name, so you might not wish to include that in the name you give your league. Now we go to question 2, and it asks, is this a simulator league? And the default is no, as the only time this is used is when your league plays using an indoor golf simulator, not on a real golf course. If you are a simulator league, you would have to set the flag to yes, and this would put in motion the selection of courses from simulators and not from real green grass facilities. The next question wants to know who is the hosting club, meaning what golf course will you be playing your league at. If the golf course in this field is not where you will be playing this year, simply click on this lookup button and then find the facility for your league, which then leads to the fourth question asking, is this a traveling league? Meaning, do you play different courses each week? And if so, you will still need a hosting club, even though you would travel around. And naturally, since most leagues are not traveling leagues, the default will be set to no. Please do not answer yes if your league only once or twice goes to another course during your season, as this is handled by a selection process in the edit schedule area. Now our next question deals with who is and isn't allowed to enter scores. There are 3 options, and the last option is always the default, which would allow only the league admin or anyone who is his co-admins to enter scores. This is defaulted as most leagues only allow their admins to enter scores. However, there are 2 other options which allow either the players to enter the scores for their team or for their pairing. These other 2 options come into play in association with our next question about allowing mobile score entry, and this is a new feature for the 2020 and 2021 golfing year. The default is set to no, so unless the admin turns this feature to yes, all score entry would still have to be done on the website. With the next question, it deals with, if it's turned to yes, who actually of your players can enter scores. And you can see here they can enter for themselves, their team, their match, those playing together, which is their T group, or no one. The next to the last question, do you want to include subs in your statistics? This is also defaulted to no, as most leagues do not want the occasional sub appearing in their league stats. If your league does want to include them, then simply click yes in this area, and then their names would appear on the home page in the statistics area. The very last field down here wants to know if your league tracks putts. So if your league chooses to keep their putts, you may do it in one of 2 ways. The first option is to enter your putts hole by hole. And that does give you greater detail, especially in the player's personal statistics. But you can also choose simply to enter them as a total number. No matter which one of these you choose, if you are going to track your putts, each option is handled in the score entry screen as you're inputting your scores. And while we're on the subject of tracking and keeping your putts, if your league decides after you've done your initial setup that they want to keep their putts, you may come back in here and turn this feature on and then proceed back into score entry or any past rounds and enter the putts without having to recalculate your rounds. This concludes the video tutorial on the general box of your league parameters. And as always, if you have further questions, please contact us via our support dashboard, and the tech support team will get back to you, and we thank you for choosing the Golf League Network to manage your league.